Using your mobile phones, you can edit videos for social media, for your website, for anywhere that you want to post online. Let's get started. First off, in the editing workflow, you'll have to determine which aspect ratio you're going to use. So for social media, there's the square format, 1080 by 1080, which is much bigger on the newsfeed of Facebook. So in Facebook, you will notice that advertisers and other video creators are actually using the square format. Next is the horizontal format. The regular one being 1920 by 1080, which is used for YouTube or some other websites. Next is the vertical format. So we have vertical format normally at 1080 by 1350, which is used for IG and Facebook as well, some TikTok. So it's either vertical or the full vertical, which is 1080 by 1920. Full vertical is used for IGTV, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. There you have your aspect ratios. Make sure to choose the right one for your intended audience. Let's start with creating new projects using Kinemaster, which is a mobile video editor that is top of the line. It has a paid and free version. So go ahead and check this out and see for yourself if you like the features of this mobile app. Let's get started. So first off, open the app, Kinemaster app, and then select the aspect ratio based on what you want to create and where you want to share this video later. So there's a couple of aspect ratios in here, 16 by 9, which is for YouTube. You can practically see which ones are effective for which platform. So it says here IGTV is 9 by 16, 1 by 1 for Instagram, and 4 by 3 for regular video, and so on and so forth. So let's pick 16 by 9 for now. So once you have opened and created a new project, now you want to select your videos or media. So as you can see in the screen, you have to the right you have media, audio, record, layer, and store over there and the play button. To the left you have undo, redo, take a snapshot, settings. Going back to the right side, you will see media, so click on that and then select your videos or the video clips that you would like to edit. So for me, I'm just going to select a couple of clips here and then just close it out once I have all the clips that I need. Number 2 is to arrange your video and audio in the timeline. And pro tip, if you have a voiceover for the entire video, put that in the timeline first. But if you don't, you can always just arrange the videos first. So whatever works better for you, you have to observe yourself and list down the things that worked better for you. Over time, you will master this. Step number 3 is to do the rough edit, or to do the cuts. Okay, so this is where you cut out the unnecessary clips and audio, or the noise, or everything that doesn't belong to your entire project. So to cut a clip, you just have to click on this scissors icon, and then you can choose whether to trim it from the left or split it at the playhead. So that's up to you. The second way to do cuts is to just click on the clip and drag it to the left. So what you're doing there is you're cutting everything on the right side and just keeping what's on the left side of the playhead. Step number 4 is to do the color correction and color grading. Color correcting is to make sure that you have your white balance and exposures correct. And then there are actually templates in most video editing softwares wherein you can just choose a preset or any theme, a color theme, depending on the mood of your video, related to your video and your message. You'll just need to look for the icon that looks like a slider or a filter, and you're ready to do the adjustments. Brightness, contrast, saturation, vibrance. Some people just want to do things real quick and go straight to the filters. So here are the basic filters. You can look it up here. Let's see if that's good. So you kind of have just to check what goes with your footage. And you're gonna have to do this for each clip. Step number 5 is text and transition. So once you have color corrected, color graded your videos or your clips, it's time to put some transitions into it. And if you want, this is optional, you can put some text and animations into the video as well. Some transitions are distracting to your viewers, so you have to keep it to a minimum. So now that you have all your color correction and color grading in place, it's time to put those transitions and probably those texts if you need them. Okay, so normally I just use the very basic transitions, crossfade, and things like those. So here's how you do it in Kinemaster. So you will notice that there's a plus sign by the end of each clip and the beginning of the next. So that's where you want to click and put the transition effect that you would like. There's a couple of transitions. Okay, so let's choose one. Classic transition. Crossfade. Right? And for the other clip over here, let's see. Okay, I want to zoom out. There we have it. And let's see how that plays. So now that you have your transitions, let's try adding some text into this. And to add text, you want to click on that icon with a star. That means clip graphics. So let's click on that. There are some basic title effects here. Okay, I think I like that. Just type in anything, maybe mace. Okay. And then click OK. Okay, so that's the second line. We have to do something for the second line. Okay. There we go. And that's cool. Pretty cool text animation. Okay, here's another clip that I did with text animation. Now let me just show you how you can simply drag and drop the text, and you can choose from a variety of fonts in here. So once you have chosen your font, also animate that text. There's overall animation here, jitter, fountain, pulse. Okay, I like that flicker. And you can change the color. Let's choose a color here. Choose whatever color you want, and you can even control the opacity of the text. Let's see how that looks. Step number 6 is sound design. I would usually put the sound design last because that's where I put in music and sound effects for the text and transitions. You can choose from a variety of sound effects and music in the Kinemaster app. I think you can also upload your own, but for this clip, I'll just show you how to mute the original audio, because normally I don't ever use the audio from the actual footage. So I'll just click on that and mute. And then if you'd like to add audio, just click on audio over here to the right and choose from a variety of music and sound effect, and then you can also record yourself, so you can do voiceover in this app. And last but not the least is exporting your video project. Now if you're happy with your output, you can go ahead and click on that icon with the arrow going up to export your video. And then you'll just have to save it as video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.